Okay, so you have social anxiety. You know exactly how it feels. You're in class. You're too scared to raise your hand because you're gonna be the center of attention. You know the answer to a question the teacher asked, right? You want to raise your hand, but you think to yourself, oh, what if I get the answer wrong, or what if my question is dumb, right? And it's subconscious too. As soon as you raise your hand, it's just this force of anxiety that just overcomes you. You get that emptiness in your chest feeling, and you hear, and then someone, your classmates, says the answer that you were going to say and he gets it right, and that sucks. So this is pretty much how you overcome a social anxiety. So, and another example I want to point out is, let's say it's the first day of school. You sit down, you're with your classmates, you don't know anyone, and you want to talk to them, but you're anxious, you're kind of scared. You're like, oh, I want to say hi to this person, but I'm kind of nervous. You're kind of shy. So this is how you pretty much overcome it. So for us to overcome social anxiety, we have to expose ourselves to a lot of social situations, but we also want to expose ourselves to social situations gradually. So we're going to do like a staircase type of thing. All right, we're going to gradually expose ourselves so we don't get overwhelmed. So the very first one is to simply start saying hi. Now, if you haven't seen my last video where I teach you how to project your voice, is a very crucial skill to be able to project your voice. It's not necessary, but it's definitely good to have, because if you're able to project your voice, it'll give you attention pretty much, right? People will listen to you, or people will acknowledge you. You won't be invisible, and this is a very crucial skill to have. So first skill, or the first method, is saying hi. Okay, so for example, my cat just walked in. Where is she? Right there. Hello. Hi. Okay, so you're gonna do this. So whenever you go see your friends, whenever you see someone in the hallway or you're going somewhere, I want you to start doing this. Start waving. Okay, so you're gonna wave first and say hello, like that. The wave and hello technique. So walk into the gym. The desk person's there. Hello. Boop, and then go into the gym. When you walk into class, hello, professor, right? Hello, teacher, or Mister, whatever you call your teacher. And then next thing you're gonna do is, when you meet up with your friend, you dab them up, right? And then they have a mutual. They brought their other friend. You don't know them. Here's what you're gonna do. Pay attention, okay? You're gonna look them in the eye. Hopefully, smile. Hopefully, and then be like, hello, nice to meet you. You're gonna shake their hand, okay? Do a firm grasp like this. Shake their hand. Say, hello, my name is Chris. My name is Chris. So give him your name. So whenever you meet someone new in any setting, okay? Let's say you just walked into a networking event at school. You're gonna walk up to every person and you're gonna say, hello, nice to meet you, I'm Chris. You don't even do a conversation if you don't feel like having a conversation. Just say hi, okay? At the gym, let's say there's a machine that you want, okay? Go up to a person and say, hello. Okay, maybe not like that. Just say, hello, how much sets do you have left? Okay, so you're gonna do that. Just do that every single time. So whenever you're about to meet someone new, hello, nice to meet you. When you walk into class and you sit next to your classmates, say, yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, man? Okay. Then we're gonna move to level 2. After you get used to saying hi to people, then we need to upgrade. So level 2 is we're gonna do small talk, right? Very scary. But look, it's actually not that difficult. All right. You're just gonna ask a question, or you're just gonna make a comment. And just let the conversation die quickly, okay? So let's say you walk into the gym. Front desk person's there. You're gonna say, hello, how was your day? They're gonna tell you how their day was, and you're gonna be like, oh, cool. And that's it. You're just gonna move on. Let's say there's someone at the machine. You go up to the machine. Remember what we said? Hello, how many sets do you have left? After they tell you how many sets you have left, see if there's something you can make a compliment on, or there's a question. You feel me? Be like, oh, hey, nice tattoo. All right, compliment the tattoo. Or just you know what, or just ask them a question. Even if you know the answer to it, it doesn't hurt to just ask a question you already know, just so you can build up your social skills and help overcome your social anxiety. So for example, Just say, oh hey, I see that how do you do this machine? Brand new. Just lie, man. Just be like, oh hey, I'm new to the gym. What do you recommend? Oh, how much calories do you eat? What meals do you make? What protein brands should I buy? Do that. And the same thing at school. At school, right? Whenever you have a question about the material in class, just ask your classmate. Be like, oh hey, I don't really understand this, or I kind of come confused on this. Do you know how to do it? And they will help you out. You get me? So that's what you're gonna do. The next thing too, remember we went from level 1 to level 2. So whenever you meet someone new and you're like, oh hey, hello, nice to meet you. My name is whatever your name is. You're gonna be like, oh hey, where are you from? What's your major? What do you think of this class? What do you think of the professor? What's your name? Whatever, right? Just start asking the fundamental questions, and over time you're gonna realize that talking is pretty much just rinse and repeat. You're just gonna say the same things over and over again. And yeah, pretty much. All right. Number 3, step 3, and this pretty much should have been step 1, is you need to put yourself in more social settings. So, very easily we tend to just like, oh, I don't want to go out, or I don't want to go to a social event. And even just thinking about going to a social event would just give us a lot of anxiety. So pretty much you just need to just force yourself. Just go to these places. If you know your school has the event, whether it's a basketball event or it's like a networking event or there's like a little club meeting, right? Every single event there possibly can be, just go to it and just be there. For example, let's say your school has a recreational center, right? They have video games, table tennis. I want you to just go and just say, hey, can I join you guys? Can I play with you guys? Just go ask random people you could play, right? And remember, you're going to get rejected. You're going to be embarrassed. You're probably going to get humiliated. You'll probably get, I don't know, it'll be awkward. You're going to get a lot of awkward moments. Maybe people will be rude to you. Maybe people will give you rude comments or whatever. All I can say is just, just take it. Just take it and just be like, all right, it's okay. You feel me? Because the only way you can overcome your social anxiety is just accepting the fact that, yeah, sometimes in life you're gonna get humiliated, it's gonna be awkward, and you're gonna get rejected. But what's important is to just take it in and just keep it pushing. So that's number 3. And I believe if you are continuously pushing yourself to be in these situations and you practice the fundamentals of socializing, of just hello, the greeting, hello, nice to meet you, and asking basic questions like, oh, what do you think of this? Oh, where you're from, where this, you will get better over time. Okay. And now step 4 is you want to go ahead and try to do some form of public speaking. So at this point, you should be good at just talking, one-on-one with people, or talking in small settings. So you want to go ahead and try to, get into bigger groups, and you want to speak to groups. Okay. And there's some ways you can do this. You become a coach. You could become, whenever you do presentations in class is another thing. Another thing too is, participating at your local religious institution like church. But another great way you can do, if you can't find some way to do public speaking in real life, a great thing you can do, and I highly recommend you do this. All right, so after this video, I want you to do this. Go on any social media platform, TikTok, YouTube, doesn't matter. And I want you to create short form videos, okay? So TikToks, you're gonna make TikToks. I want you to get the camera, turn it on, and I want you to just start yapping. I want you to become a yapper, okay? So I want you to start yapping to your camera and give your opinion on something, right? It doesn't matter how negative the opinion or how positive, right? If you hate dogs, turn on the camera. Hey TikTok, I hate dogs. Okay, just do that. I don't care what you do. Just say you hate dogs. Say you hate cats. Say that marshmallows are the greatest food of all time. It don't matter. It don't matter. Just give your most unsolicited opinion. Give your most crazy opinion. Doesn't matter. Or say where you're going. Say how your day was. All right. Say, oh, today I did this. It was great. So start yapping. It's your little diary. So I want you to treat your TikTok like a diary. Then I want you to just post it. Just post it. And usually you're going to get 200 views. So I want you to think about it real quick. 200 people are going to see your TikTok of you talking every single time. That is a beautiful way of getting, of putting yourself in a public speaking standpoint. And what's great too is that you're not even seeing human beings. It's just numbers on the screen. Now here's another thing that's incredible too. People will leave comments. And this is a really good thing. Because if people leave comments on your TikTok, right, you're gonna get used to not only not only to exposure but criticism, right? Because it's like, oh wow, people see what I'm doing. I'm making myself vulnerable on the internet, and they're commenting on under my video. So they're gonna see your face, they're gonna see your opinion, they're gonna hear your voice, and they're gonna say something about you, right? And something is negative, something's positive, sometimes people don't care, right? But yeah, or sometimes they'll do something weird, like they'll take a screenshot of you and they'll make an edit or whatever, right? Kind of unsettling, but yeah, I think it's just great for character development, or like overcoming your social anxiety. Because if you're just okay with the idea of putting yourself on the internet you're just saying your opinions, right, and people see you and you're being exposed, you will gain the confidence to speak in public, and you will be able to overcome your social anxiety. So remember, social anxiety, you have to put in effort, deliberate effort into putting yourself into social situations and just letting it be. And I think you have to understand too is that there's really no social rules. Like, there's social norms, right? We have to behave in a certain way, but overall, like, you will be criticized, you will be judged no matter what, even if you don't speak. So you should just speak your mind. At the end of the day, the people who are meant to be your friends, the people who are meant to be around you, will be around you regardless of how you feel, regardless of on how you are. So yeah, so that is it, guys, for the video. When in doubt, just leave a comment under this video. I will reply to you. That will be your first step of overcoming your social anxiety. I will reply to you. The guy who made this video will reply to you. Okay, so just leave a comment, I'll reply. And maybe if there's a lot of people who watch this video, maybe you guys can have a conversation in the comment section about whatever, right? Literally just engage in social settings. Like, even if it's a comment section, if it's just in real life, right? Just put yourself in as much social situations as possible and engage socially as much as you can. Talk as much as you can. Literally talk as much as you can to people. Be as social as possible. Just say anything, dude. It doesn't matter. Just say the most random things. Embrace the cringe. You will learn over time what you should say, what you shouldn't say, whatever. That's how you overcome social anxiety. So it'll probably take like realistically, to fully overcome social anxiety, where literally, instead of like feeling this anxious like feeling and you feel empty, it will take 6 months. So in 6 months, whenever you talk to someone or you're in a situation, you just start spouting words, you're literally not gonna feel anything. You're not gonna feel anything. It's gonna go away. So I hope this helps.